Here you can see two images of the knee. On the left-hand side is a completely normal ACL, and then on the right-hand side is what a torn ACL can look like. So, what is an ACL injury? An ACL injury is a tear or an overstretch of the anterior cruciate ligament that connects the two large bones of the leg, the femur and the tibia. So as you can see in the second image, there is a gap and a displacement between the two bones and the patella. This injury can be excruciating. So now we're going to watch two videos of an athletic trainer conducting the anterior drawer test on an athlete. That involves the pulling of the tibia like this to test the strength and connection of the ACL. So this first video shows no movement. It's a completely normal knee, and this video is going to show us something completely different.
Is it ready? Kind of.
In this video, you can see the knee shifting as if it's wobbly and moving with no support. This is what a complete tear of the ACL can look like. Good afternoon, my name is Jiren Park, and today I will be discussing ACL injuries in collegiate athletes. So, how does recovery from an ACL injury as a collegiate athlete affect their confidence levels once they return back to their sport? Recovery from an ACL injury can be brutal physically, mentally, emotionally. All these factors are greatly important for athletic identity and self-assurance in a sport, especially for a student athlete competing at the university level. Physical mobility is a large factor during recovery. Many athletes can recover fully and return to the sport with no problems. But there are certain cases where re-injury occurs. Authors from Review of Current Understanding of Post-Traumatic Osteoarthritis Resulting from Sports Injuries states that ACL injuries are sufficient to generate more osteochondral injuries, meaning that one is more prone to developing early arthritis, when arthritis should be normally occurring at late ages of 40 to 50. This can paint an image of risk into an athlete's mind, dropping their self-esteem significantly. So this image here shows a general percentage of ACL injury recovery in 2 years of surgery. Even with 70% of athletes recovering fully with minimal injuries, no recovering injuries, there is still a 9% chance of re-tearing in the ACL, or 21% chance of tearing of the opposite ACL due to the continuous strain being put onto it. PTSD can also play a large role in a varsity athlete's morale. Even if an athlete is fully recovered from the injury, their mind may still subconsciously activate. For instance, author Leanne Y. Zanet states that when experimenting to find how the brain responds to prey being hunted, hearing predator vocalizations significantly increased the level of CFOS immunoreactivity in both the amygdala and the hippocampus, in comparison to hearing non-predator vocalizations. When an athlete replicates the same movements associated with the occurrence of the injury, their mind takes control and produces fear. Even if the athlete is mentally stable and has recovered fully, the fear of the previous injury takes over and prevents an athlete from performing. PTSD from an activity done daily can be incredibly demotivating and causes many athletes to lose their confidence. During rehabilitation, many people like friends, family, parents, coaches, and most importantly, the athletes themselves put constant pressure on them. A study conducted by the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences supports this by stating that athletes in recovery experiences a range of emotions, including anxiety, depression, irritability, loss of confidence, and a loss of self-esteem. These feelings can be harsh towards an athlete's mental state, which can be resolved by seeking help. But a recent survey conducted by the NCAA states that only 50% reported feeling comfortable seeking support from a mental health provider on campus. Even though a mental health provider can be overlooked, they play a big role in keeping confidence levels up and high throughout the recovery process. Without the support of athletic trainers, mental health providers, an athlete is not able to recover physically or mentally to their full potential. Socially, when going through the process of recovery, an athlete may feel disconnected. Athletes tend to be less satisfied with coaching relationships as a result of injury, fail to report any social interactions with significant others and seem to be more concerned with how the injury is going to affect their future health instead of people surrounding them. Granito from Psychological Response to Athletic Injury, Gender Differences states, during this crucial process of recovery, athletes need a large support group to help them through it. But athletes will be too overconsumed with their own injury, pushing friends and family away, raising their stress levels due to not having an outlet. All in all, there is an understanding in the various amount of factors that can cause unease for an athlete's mind. There are certain precautions that should be taken to make sure they recover mentally and physically. Athletes should make sure to have access to proper counseling, either from a sports physician or even just a guidance counselor itself. A negative support system can be equally or even more harmful than re-injury, even though thoughts of re-injury can be detrimental, but with the correct support system, an athlete can overcome that fear. Also, athletes need reassurance and people around them advocating for them. These are all just small key factors that can determine how confident an athlete could feel in their performance in the long run. Thank you.
All right, 2 questions for you. First up, what information did you need before you began your whole research process, and then how'd you use that information?
So I needed to know which kinds of injuries are most common in these athletes, and what I was finding was ACL injuries or something knee related, and I used this information to narrow down my research question and find more specific information that I could use my research on.
All right, and we kind of already answered that one, so let me not give you that one. What advice would you have for people that want to look more into ACL injuries in the future?
I would make sure that they look in all categories, like make sure that if they're looking just into ACL injuries, they don't relate the meniscus or the posterior as well. When you're researching ACL injuries, it's important to create focus just onto that so you don't get strayed away from the path.